There are two common misconceptions about the Chinese real estate sector that have led to many of the issues we face today. The second one, in particular, is rarely discussed, and you will definitely have a strong emotional reaction after reading it. The first misconception is that Chinese experts consider real estate as the enemy of the real economy. In reality, real estate is not a part of the virtual economy but a tangible segment of the real economy. In 2023, more than 300 developers went bankrupt, which was followed by the collapse of over 1,300 construction companies. The real estate industry involves many related sectors, such as building materials, construction, and home appliances, encompassing over 60 industries in total. It employs more than 70 million people, making it undoubtedly a part of the real economy. Once real estate declines, all related industries also suffer. The second misconception is that Chinese experts believe falling housing prices would be welcomed by everyone. In reality, this perspective does not truly understand the current state of Chinese society. China has already achieved a 65% urbanization rate. In our society, the number of people with homes far exceeds those without. The majority of people own property, while those without homes are in the minority. When housing prices drop, it is the majority who own homes that get hurt, not the minority without homes. Thus, I have never seen a society that harms the majority to please the minority. This situation is very strange. What do you think about this issue? Feel free to leave a comment below to discuss it with us. Alright, let's continue to take a look at the latest real situation in various regions of China. Vans stores in China are likely facing significant challenges, dealing with substantial losses and widespread closures. Last year alone, Vans shut down 51 stores. According to the latest fiscal report, sales dropped by 26%, marking the fifth consecutive quarter of the largest decline, and resulting in its parent company, VF Corporation, experiencing its first loss in 5 years. The Vans flagship store on Huaihai Road in Shanghai is the first curated store in Asia and is reportedly one of the most profitable stores in China. The store's overall design is very cool, and the displays are quite unique. As a leading brand under VF Corporation, Vans was founded in 1966 and was once a highly favored sports brand among skateboarders and street culture enthusiasts. In 2018, Vans sales exceeded $3 billion, making it VF Corporation's top brand at the time. So, why has Vans now fallen from grace? The main reasons are China's economic downturn, brand aging, product aging, and a lack of innovation. Young consumers' preferences are constantly changing, but Vans stopped innovating, leading to a gradual loss of consumer presence. Additionally, the rise of domestic sports brands in China, such as Anta and Li-Ning, has increased market share and put immense pressure on Vans. Vans' product strength has not kept pace with the times, and it faces intense competition from local brands. Moreover, the severe economic decline in the Chinese market adds to the challenge. Vans has a long way to go to regain the favor of Chinese consumers.
2024来北漂的人真是越来越少了。
In 2024, the number of people coming to Beijing to make a living has significantly decreased. I initially thought that the end of last year would mark the lowest point for rental demand in Beijing, but honestly, the rental market this March is not much different from before the new year. As someone working in the rental agency business, we have clearly noticed a significant drop in the number of people coming to Beijing. The number of new renters after the new year is also minimal. Compared to previous years, the post-New Year rental market is really not as vibrant. Where have all these people from other parts of the country gone? Is it because it's really hard to make money in Beijing now? I believe our rental agency industry is relatively strong, but this month's situation is still not promising. Most rental listings are priced at 600, 700, or 1,000 yuan, and there are no shared rentals over 2,000 yuan. Moreover, the majority are short-term leases, making the rental market tough. Some properties do have tenants, but to save money, two people are squeezing into a small place costing just a few hundred yuan. Additionally, the conversion rate of viewings to rentals is particularly low this year. Sometimes, we can be busy all day without closing a single deal. Everyone is working hard to earn money, but it's really difficult now. I must admit that earning money in Beijing this year is tougher than ever, and the situation across various industries is not optimistic. I've already eaten 10 zongzi today. I had zongzi for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner. People say it's because of the rainy weather that there's no business, but the truth is, there really is no business this year. The zongzi simply aren't selling at all. Look, my shop is still full of zongzi and no one is coming to buy them. Once the Dragon Boat Festival is over, even fewer people will buy them. Now, I have to eat them myself. This year, I've lost so much money that I can barely afford my pants. I haven't finished the current zongzi, and I'm already preparing to eat another one. My wife told me, if the zongzi you stocked up don't sell, then you must keep eating them today, and if you don't finish them today, continue eating them tomorrow. If you don't finish them tomorrow, then the day after tomorrow. Don't come home for meals if you haven't finished them.
兄弟们，我又被人家给兼并了。
Guys, I've been merged again. I won't say much, but my company has announced its closure. Next, we'll be joining a subsidiary of a group company and starting a new chapter. I hope we can earn more money before the new year. Sometimes, relying on yourself without any big brother's support is indeed tough. Moreover, there are too many uncertainties in the Chinese market right now. To cover all bases, you need to spend a lot of time and energy, and one person simply can't manage it all. In such a situation, an individual doesn't have enough resources to sustain themselves. Therefore, we've decided not to go it alone anymore. We'll join the group company as a subsidiary and focus only on customer orders. Whatever adjustments the market requires, we will make them according to our own situation. Of course, whether joining a subsidiary of the group company will be successful remains to be seen. Sometimes, you only find out by doing. No matter whether the result is good or bad, it's just a different outcome. What matters in life is the process. When you go through certain experiences, you gain a deeper understanding of society in China. Earning money is really difficult now. Let's not think too far ahead and focus on surviving for now.
这里就是广东深圳石岩这边啊。
Business has been tough in recent years. There's a shopping mall behind me, which has been closed for over a year, truly baffling. The location here is excellent, situated in the heart of Xiantown, Shenzhen, Guangdong. It used to be bustling. However, the mall shut down, and the shops downstairs have gradually closed as well. It's been over a year, yet the reason remains inexplicable. Unsure if it needs reconstruction or suffered from poor management. Take a look around, all the shops downstairs are shuttered. This place used to be a prime location, bustling with activity. Doing business in China has indeed been challenging in recent years. Let's observe these shops together. This area is also a crossroad with heavy foot traffic, yet all these shops are closed, truly perplexing. Nevertheless, the vicinity remains lively, especially on weekends and holidays, with a constant stream of people. There are many small community parks here, and ahead, in the villages, mainly inhabited by migrant workers, there's a sizable population. Look across, many shops there have closed too, with only one or two persevering. Turning that way, there are rows of bungalows, mostly rented out. Despite the prime location, numerous large malls have closed down.
花30万检测2个月。
I spent 300,000 yuan and persisted for 2 months. Today, I officially announced the closure of the storefront. I still remember May of last year, when I opened my first restaurant in Jingzhou. My family was very happy then, but I was a complete novice, accompanied only by 5 employees who knew nothing. As a result, we sold 500 servings of rice noodles on the first day. At that time, the customers in the store were endless, and I even thought to myself, I've chosen the right category for the restaurant this time. So, I successively opened second, third, and fourth stores in other places, and each business was very good. Just when I was complacent, my confidence at that time planted a huge thunderbolt for me. Following that, I opened this larger store behind me. I didn't expect this location to be fiercely competitive among businesses. At that time, I thought I was invincible, but it turned out to be a mere sandcastle. There's a popular gathering place for internet celebrities in front of our store, where I counted more than 200 various kinds of internet-famous delicacies, repeatedly blocking my customers. This also doomed my restaurant business to failure. Now, this store has officially closed. Alas, a long pain is not as good as a short pain, and timely loss cutting is the most important. Everyone must learn from my lesson and not be blindly confident. Doing restaurant business is really difficult in the current economic environment in China.
Currently, China has at least 26 high-speed rail stations that have been closed or are idle. The construction cost for each station is at least tens of millions of yuan, so the waste of these 26 stations in terms of infrastructure is self-evident. The reasons for this phenomenon are multifaceted. Some argue that China has shifted from an era of massive infrastructure construction to an era of extensive maintenance. The revenue from these high-speed rail stations cannot cover the increasingly growing maintenance costs, leading to their closure. However, the fundamental reason lies in the low number of people using these high-speed rail stations. These erroneous decisions and the blind pursuit of urban image building are also contributing factors to this situation. Most of these suspended high-speed rail stations are located in cities experiencing a net outflow of population. Some individuals only return home once a year, while others, having settled elsewhere, never return to their hometowns. The utilization rate of these high-speed rail stations is gradually decreasing, while larger cities offer more development opportunities. However, hometowns lack suitable job opportunities, leading to a decline in population and employment difficulties. This creates a vicious cycle. Places where one can earn money are not livable, and places that are livable lack economic opportunities. In this situation, the construction of high-speed rail stations has become a convenient condition for people to migrate, effectively exporting talent to other cities, which is contrary to the original intention of their construction. The initial purpose of building high-speed rail stations was to stimulate local tourism and housing sales, as well as to strengthen connections with economically developed areas and promote urban expansion. However, it was unforeseen that China's birth rate would continue to decline, leading to population concentration in major cities without a corresponding economic resurgence. Currently, many medium and large cities have opened up household registration policies, intensifying competition for population and talent, which has led to a large outflow of population from third- and fourth-tier cities, making it impossible for some high-speed rail stations to operate. So, are these well-built high-speed rail stations destined to be wasted? It depends on long-term planning and policy orientation. The ultimate solution still needs to return to population growth. Only when people concentrate in medium and large cities will local prices and housing prices rise. Relying solely on real estate prosperity to revitalize the economy is no longer feasible. What do you think? Feel free to leave a comment below and discuss with us. That's all for this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. We will continue to provide you with authentic reporting. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time.